Assalamu Alaikum everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So in the last 4 to 5 weeks I have been traveling quite a bit. I've been to all sorts of places in the last few weeks. I've pre-recorded some videos that I shared with you guys in the last few weeks, but from now on, as you can see right now, today is the 8th of August. As you can see the portfolio exactly where it is. So it's down a little bit because the overall market is down today. I have traveled quite a bit. I've done a few projects that inshallah I will be sharing with you guys in the coming weeks. Inshallah, I'll give you more information on those things. I've got a video planned for tomorrow inshallah for the portfolio update, what I've been buying, what I've been selling in the last 4 weeks, which I haven't actually shared with you guys, apart from the people on the Discord. If you're on the Discord, you know exactly what I've been doing the last 4 weeks in terms of buying and sales, in terms of dividends and so on. So inshallah I will be giving you more updates. I will also be answering your questions on the Discord and questions on the Patreon account. If you haven't joined us on Patreon, please do so. It does really help the channel. I will be doing that. I will also be answering some of your questions on the videos in terms of the comment section. I will be doing that basically video soon inshallah. So I've got a lot more things planned, and I've got a lot of exciting videos to come inshallah basically in the next few weeks. So stay tuned for that. If you have not liked the video already, please give the video a like. It really genuinely helps the channel. Subscribe to the channel, obviously. Join us on the Discord by joining us on the Patreon, like I said. All of these things really help the channel. That's all I ask you to do, and I will provide as much information as I possibly can about what I'm doing and share with you my goals and my everything I'm doing inshallah. And hopefully if it inspires one of you, alhamdulillah, that's all I want to do inshallah. Right, so the first thing we're going to talk about today is basically the July income. Then we're going to talk about yearly income. Then we're going to talk about the future income, how much I'm actually expecting for the year, and then the rental property income for the month of July inshallah. So for the month of July, I've been paid by ADP, automatic data processing. I had at the time 13 shares. I think I still have 13 shares. They paid me £10.96. Now this is one of the companies that I haven't actually added to, and I think I need to get maybe to 20 shares, but because it's part of the industrial sector and I'm really overweight on that sector, I recently stopped buying that sector, because I will share with you guys in a second, but you will see the sector division, basically the diversification, and you will see this is actually quite a bit. So I haven't basically added to this company, but I will add to inshallah maybe in the next few months. But for now I'm gonna basically hit pause when it comes to this company, just for now. If it comes down quite a bit, then I might actually start buying again, but for now I'm just gonna leave this company as it is. The next one is Merck. This company is one of the companies that I've not actually bought a single share of this company for almost a year and a half now. I think I don't think they are overly overvalued, but at the same time I'm up quite a bit, so for that reason I haven't actually bought more. So I own 27 shares. I've had these 27 shares for over God knows how many years now, and they paid me £13 in the month of July. The next one is Medtronic. Is again another really undervalued company. I own 45 shares. I tend to buy a little bit here and there as much as I can because there were other companies that I was focusing on, so I actually haven't added anything to this company for a while. £17.83 is basically what I received from this company, which is actually quite nice. Okay, for owning 45 shares, I want to get to at least 55 shares, maybe 10 more shares before it bounces back inshallah. It will bounce back at some point. All these companies, that even Merck at one point in my portfolio, I think it used to trade basically around $70 or so, and then it hit about 80, and right now we're looking about 100 and something. So it does happen, these things. Okay, in the long run, if you're a long-term investor and the stock that you own is down and you know the fundamentals has not changed, meaning the company still has a solid revenue, they still have an excellent free cash flow, okay, they still have a good product that is in demand, and the future looks fine, then you don't have to worry about the price fluctuation. You know what happens? A company reports today, right? and then they say, okay, the next quarter we might not be reporting the 20% and basically earnings growth that the analysts were expecting, and simply because of that the stock goes down 10%. But if you long-term investor, that one single quarter does not matter, one single year does not matter. What matters is what the company does for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And that's basically what I'm looking at. And that's the mentality that I'm trying to teach myself. Genuinely, it is difficult to see a company that you pull, because remember, we make this money by working hard every single day, right? And you don't want to see your own cash being just like, you buy stock for whatever and then it goes down 10-20%, and all of a sudden you're losing 30-40% of your money. It's not great, it's not nice, right? But if you think about the long term of the business, then you don't have to worry about it. Anyway, carrying on, Cisco is the next one, 44 shares, and they paid me £11.26. And finally, the overall top. Okay, this month of the month of July, I don't actually get paid much, and that was only £53.05. Okay, so that's all I've received, or $67 give or take. Now, this was one of the lowest months for this year, so I'm going to share with you guys now how much I've been paid since January. So January up to now, you will see the fluctuation of the price, basically the income, but nevertheless it's a passive income, and this is the most important part for me as an investor, long-term investor, as a dividend investor kind of person, right? I do like that passive income, and if this plus whatever I get from my rental property, then if that, inshallah, one day is enough for me to live off, that's all I need. And now we're going to look at the portfolio, basically how much I've actually received in dividends since I started this portfolio, right? So you can see here, you can pause the video and have a look at, okay, the last 3 years. But I'm going to share with you guys now basically how much I have been paid for this year. So since January of this year, and you will see the difference every single year. Most months I'm up every single year. So I can see the basically the price, the income going higher and higher, because January 2021 I only received £13. A year later I've basically received £25, and I'll show you now how much I received basically this year, and that was £52. So as you can see, it's going up, and this is for me the most important thing. If I continue doing this for the next few years, and this passive income is actually, you know, enough for me to live off, I want some point, obviously the portfolio has to be really huge for me to be able to live off just on the dividends. Okay, and inshallah, you never know, I might get there. Inshallah, that's the target. We'll see where it goes. But the most important thing, this number is going up every single month and every single year. Okay, as you can see now, the month of February of 2023, I've received £43, and before you can see how much I was receiving. So again, it's going up every single month. Okay, the next one was £241 I received. March 2021, I only received £48. Then it went 122. I thought that was absolutely amazing. That was the highest I've received at that point. I was like, this is absolutely amazing, right? For that year anyway. And then £41, let's call it £42 for this year, which is absolutely amazing. Again, the next month, okay, April of 2023, I received £97.25. A year before, £61, and the year before that, £31. So you can see it's growing. Okay, now let's have a look at May of this year, £91, and before that, £3, £13, £57, and now £91. So again, it's something that it gets me excited every time I see this number go up. Okay, £11, £95. And then in 2022, it was £194, which was absolutely amazing. But this year, I've received £248, which is, again, absolutely huge. Now, let's have a look at July of this year. £15, £34, £22. So July has always been a low one, but this year, £53. So although what I've received this month, it was very, very small, what I'm interested in is I can see this number growing, which is really good. Okay, there was a slight decline last year. Maybe some of the companies I used to have at that point, I sold them out. Maybe that's why it went down. But look at this year, £53, and inshallah next couple of years that number will increase. So there you have it. That's basically how much I received. And if we look at for the month of, since basically the beginning of the year, I've received £828 passive income. The year before, £1,162 for the whole year. So inshallah by the time we get to the end of this year, I will be able to beat that. And if I can do that, then that's all I'm interested. And then I'm going to continue doing that. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to buy quality companies that pay dividends, that increase the dividends. It's not all about the yield. My yield is normally, basically, it's actually quite low. If you look at the dashboard, you see about 2.4%, okay? And this is after you've taken off the 15%, okay? You will see in a second, it will look different. In Simply Safe Dividend, it looks different because it doesn't include that 15%, okay? But 2.4% yield, okay? That's what I have. So because a lot of the companies that I own are different growers, they're not like huge different payers. They're not like 6% or 7% dividend yields. I'm not worried about the yield. So a company like ASML, I'm more basically worried and focused on the growth side of it, as well as getting that cash, inshallah, every single month, which I think I can then reinvest into the portfolio, inshallah. Now looking at the future, inshallah, see what happens. About 2,500 or so, that's what I'm expecting this year. As you can see, August is actually not bad. 154 again after the 15%. This basically I pay, because when I say 15%, what I mean is all the US companies that I own, I have to pay taxes for basically for the dividends. Okay, so that's 15% set by the US government and automatically deducted by the brokerage company, so I don't have to see that money. So as you can see, August is actually okay, but September I'm expecting over £400. December of next year around the same as well, and in between now and then I will be buying more stocks, so I should be getting slightly higher than that. Obviously if you discounted the 15%, it might be around the same, okay? But this is what I'm expecting. So this is the future, inshallah, and I'm going to continue doing this for the foreseeable future, because that's what I'm really interested. Every single company here that you see pays me basically different amount of dividends, but the most important thing is how much I get at the end of the year, and that's what I'm interested. The long term, that's the plan. So if you started recently and you're thinking you're going to make money quickly in the stock market, then that's not going to happen. If you get patient and you invest in quality companies and you reinvested the dividends, if you receive any dividends, if you got other money, for example, like capital gains and so on, reinvest into the basic portfolio, and you just stop worrying about the price fluctuations. For example, AMD is down today 3%, 4%. Oh, the world's about to end. No, it's not going to end, okay? Because 3 weeks down the line, this will not matter. What matters is if that company is undervalued and you are thinking of buying quality companies when they're cheap, obviously then it's a time to add to that company to your portfolio. If you had that company already, look at today, Medtronic is actually down about 3%. I might look at it to say today, you know what, I might actually buy 1 or 2 shares, because that's what I always do. UPS was down this morning, apparently was down I think about 4-5%, but now it's like just less than 1%. Okay, the world is not going to end because the company is down 2-3% every year, whatever. Because when you look at for the 6 months, everything is green. Majority of the companies that we're talking about now are in the green. So because they were down 2-3% yesterday, it doesn't mean anything. Okay, companies like Qualcomm still down for the 6 months. So look for quality companies that pay excellent dividend, that will increase the dividend in the long run, and reinvest that dividend as much as you can. Focus on the long term. And finally, I'm going to show you the rental income for the month of July, and that is the rental income. Basically, that's how much I got. And then after I paid the management fee plus the VAT, I've received £484, which is basically what I've been receiving. There was no maintenance this month, but I'm hoping they will say basically nothing is wrong. But I've visited the apartment recently, and I've met the guy, and basically we looked at the boiler, and there was a little bit of a basically we thought they might need basically either maintenance or some repair. So we send someone to look at it basically just today. I'm expecting the management company to send me the report, and hopefully it wouldn't be anything too big. So next month I'll let you know exactly what happened. But this month there was no repairs, so I've received £484, which I then obviously invested in the family portfolio. Now this is how much I received for this month in total. Again, some months is a lot, some months is less, but £535 of passive income that I didn't have to do anything other than just buy those basically properties, buy the stocks, hold them for long term, and inshallah that's what I'm going to do. And I'm hoping that in 10 years down the line, this money, that 500, will be closer to, I don't know, £2,000, £3,000, and then that will be enough for me to live off or whatever. Anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I've got a lot more basically videos planned. One thing I really need you to do is make sure that you join us on the Discord, join us on the Patreon account. You get access to all of these things, okay? And top of that, it really definitely helps the channel. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any questions, let me know. I will be doing basically question and answer video next couple of days, where I will be answering all your YouTube questions as well as your Patreon account and so on. Have a wonderful day. Assalamu Alaikum.